And right down here, I got additional protection from Mr. Smith and Mr. Wesson. It's always, within quick reach.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching Yankee Stacking. I just got back from my LCS dealer, Tim Marshner of the Coin and Stamp Shop in Manchester, New Hampshire, where I picked up some Washington quarters. Really excited about putting some more into my guardhouse box. I also picked up some gold over there and a tube of silver maples. But while I was there, I wanted to talk to Tim about security, about the safety of bringing your cash to a local coin shop, buying silver and gold, and walking out with it. Are you concerned about that? And I got an email from someone in Texas. He said that he was very concerned about the goings on at his local coin shop dealer in and around Dallas, and he wanted me to ask him about these things. So I came up with about 6 tips that I want to share with you when it comes to buying silver and gold at a local coin shop. These are common sense tips, guys. Some stuff that you might do if you went to a bank, okay? So let me fill these up while I share them with you. First thing is, try not to be predictable, okay? If you go to a coin shop on the same days of the week, at the same time, right, you are potentially a target. If somebody's watching, okay, and they see you going in regularly at a certain time, and they may target you for a robbery. You got to be careful that way, right? So the look at that, Standing Liberty. Huh. How many more of those? These are supposed to be just Washington quarters. Huh. He said one of them might stow away in my constitutional. You know what? I don't. Hold on one second. I found a spare Washington. Guess what? I'm going to give this away, okay? But I'll share with you how to get this at the end of the video. So watch all the way through, and we'll put that, I don't know, over here. Okay? So where was I? Oh yeah. Don't be predictable. The next thing is, if when you park near the store as close as possible to the entrance. That way you can just slip out of the store after making your purchase and get in quickly. All right. When you're in the store, don't share your full name or your home address. I mean, if you have to with the local coin shop dealer, do it quietly if there are other people in the store. Maybe even write it down and hand it to them, right? So you don't want that type of information made public, right? Somebody might know that you bought a bunch of gold or silver and then and go to your address. So try to keep that one under wraps. Be observant inside the store and especially outside. This is what's called situational awareness. You don't want to just, be clueless about who's around you and, again, be a target. Get in your car as quickly as you can and lock the door behind you. I'm not trying to sound paranoid here, but it's just a good idea when you are making these types of purchases. So you don't have that problem when you're buying things online as much, but when you're going to a store, there is a risk. So let's hear from Tim, and then afterwards I'll have some final words. Hey Tim, good to see you again. Do you have any silver for me today?
No, I'm sorry, we don't have any silver at all.
Fine. Come on, man. You got to have some in there, right?
1 ounce and 10 ounce bars. Yep. Some maple leafs left. I have 2021 Type 2 Eagles. Ooh. I have 2022 Eagles. I guess I ordered those at the exact wrong time because They were in the pre-sale. They were kind of expensive. So, and let's see. I still have some buffaloes and some. I still have a tube of Philharmonics, and let's see. Yeah, I've got
I see a yellow capped tube in there.
one left. I was holding that for you.
Oh, let's get that.
I don't see any others. That's it.
That's the last one for now. You gonna get more maples?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to order them today. So.
The price is up today quite a bit.
Yeah, so we'll be lucky to make 50 cents a coin.
Oh no, no.
There you go, sir.
Cool. How about quarters? I'm still trying to fill that guardhouse box.
I still have a fair number of quarters.
Okay, maybe you'll get a roll of those as well.
Price hasn't gone up. It will be, but it hasn't gone up yet.
Oh, then I'll be getting at least one, two, maybe multiple.
Good idea.
Okay. I have a question for you from one of my viewers. He lives down in the great state of Texas. You like Texas, don't you?
I love Texas.
Yeah.
Been there many times.
I just saw the latest Cato Institute report on the freest states in the country. Texas ranks 21. Not too bad. Guess who ranks number 1?
I'm guessing New Hampshire.
You'd be right.
There's got to be a reason why we put up with this awful weather, and it is the live free or die state. Sometimes I think it's the live cold and die state.
He's really concerned when he goes to buy silver and gold there for 2 reasons. The first is the reporting. When he buys more than, say, $10,000 worth of silver and gold with cash, they ask for his name and his address. And he's concerned that they're like, it sounds a little conspiratorial, but that they're like reporting it to the government. They're going to find out who owns, who has the silver and gold and come after them. Is that a legitimate concern?
Well, it depends on your perspective. The cash has been the trigger for almost 40 years. And the bar is $10,000 in cash.
Yep.
Back when they started this, $10,000 could buy 2 cars, and today it won't even buy half a car. But yeah, it's reportable to the IRS if you come in here with $10,000 in cash, and we caution people from spending $9,500 or $9,900 because that's called structuring. And but if you bring in $10,000 in cash or close to that, you have to fill out the 8,300 paperwork that goes directly to the IRS. It actually, I believe, goes to the Homeland Security computer in Detroit or something like that. But yes, they want that information. And, we don't mess around with the IRS. If they require us to do something, we do it.
Now, if they'd use a personal check or something like that?
Most of our customers who, they send personal checks because they don't want to be bothered with extra paperwork, and they assume that if the IRS wants to know how they're spending their money, they just go to the bank and ask.
Right.
And I think I'm assuming that's true. It's just the cash is the problem, if you want to call it a problem. But it's not something that we're not going to skirt around their regulations. It's not worth it.
The second concern that he had was related to safety. He says that there are some, quote, shady looking characters in the shop that come in. They have large items and they don't have to seem to fill out any paperwork. They just, talk to him a little bit, very little. He said very few words are spoken and the transaction is done. And he's just concerned that this may sound really crazy, but he's concerned that the stores are tipping off professional thieves so that they could find out who bought the gold and silver, steal it, and bring it back into the shop. He thinks there's a racket going on.
Well, all coin dealers are shady unless proven otherwise. So, I think it's a little far-fetched, but I don't know where he's going and what the circumstances are.
He said that he's been followed home after going to the coin shop. He's literally driven around on a wild goose chase. Sometimes he's pulled over and pointed his finger at him saying, "I know who you are." I mean, he's really scared.
Well, at least he's not being followed by the black helicopters that follow you home.
What would you say to him and maybe others around security concerns when you're visiting a local coin shop?
Just reasonable security. I mean, we're in an area of the city that has not a great reputation, but we haven't had any serious problems, not with the customers. And I don't know of anyone who said they've been followed when they leave here. We treat everybody, I don't care if it's, a local who's an ex-con or somebody who's, had trouble in the past. We treat everybody with respect. And that may be the reason that we haven't had any trouble. I hope it is.
Of course, there's a security camera directly over your left shoulder, so...
Oh, yeah, there's some over there, and some over there, and back there, and of course this high-def one here. And right down here, I've got additional protection from Mr. Smith and Mr. Wesson.
Beautiful.
That's my insurance company.
That's fantastic. People are going to enjoy knowing that fact. That's good.
It's always, within quick reach. You need to be careful. I would say if this fella is definitely being followed, he needs to pull over and go back and say, "Are you following me? And if you are, why?"
Or bring him over to the police station.
That's another. If it's that bad. I mean, if you're multiple people in the car and you're concerned about it, yes, drive to the nearest police station.
He actually also said he thinks the police are all corrupt and probably have a hand in the racket. I don't know. This is Texas. I can't speak for Texas. Up here in New Hampshire, I don't think that's a cause for concern. But maybe that's happening down there. Maybe there is a racket going on with the local coin shop dealers.
No comment.
Well, I appreciate you giving the info on that, and thanks for getting me the silver, man. Man, do you think silver price is going to continue this way? Is this with inflation and stuff? Is inflation finally hitting silver?
Probably not, because it's still controlled. But the jump up in the metals today, I think is the beginning of a rise. But I also think today's market will probably pull back a little bit before it resumes climbing. I mean, I hope it does, because I'd like to order things at the lower price.
I don't blame you. All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the time.
Okay.
Don't you just love Tim? Tim rocks. Yes. And I'm so glad he protects himself, right? With Mr. Smith and Mr. Wesson. Isn't that great? In fact, that's another good tip if you live in a state that values the Second Amendment like New Hampshire does. Concealed carry, okay? I do, and I highly recommend that you do as well when you go to your local coin shop. All right, I finished up half of my guardhouse box. Yeah. If I run out of room for my constitutional silver, I also have this little box. There we go. I can put... No, that's for the other precious metal. All right, well, hey, I almost forgot. The Standing Liberty Quarter. If you want to win this, be the 25th person to put in the comments, Tim rocks. Yeah, that's right. 25th person in the comments. Not the 25th comment of Tim rocks. No. Don't spam the comments. The 25th person will win this wonderful silver quarter. All right, well, that's about it. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I hope your day is A-OK.
Yeah, if somebody tries to take those away from you, make sure you hold tight on that and let them have it. Boom.
Got it.